Okay, so we have Daydreams versus Manticores in today. A new transfer, Giacomo, just missing a shot there. And Nightmares recovering. Manticores start with Control, with Yuki and Nathan Morton as the beaters. And then you have Colfie picking up the ball now. Daydreams first attack. Okay, how are you going today, Jacob?
Yeah, good mate, good. Excited for this matchup.
Should be good.
I think two teams that are significantly stronger than yesterday for different reasons.
Yes, 100%.
Daydreams with a few additions from yesterday. Boldy Bupal, who's starting. Georgia Kozlova was here yesterday.
Don't think she was, actually.
Yeah, I'm not certain.
Comes a boob up the field, down the middle, calf and toe.
Simon Span with some...
from behind, goal to the right.
This isn't beer pong, mate. No celebrity cameos here.
That was the Australian legend Simon Span coming in. So just experiencing a few technical complications involving Jacob having to press a button.
Not my strong suit.
Not his strong suit at all.
We have Ormshaw with the quad ball for Daydreams. Long ball to Caitlin Taylor. Marked by Booba. Taylor dancing, weaving.
The Daydreams have enough talent that if they actually play quite well, they do have the potential to win this game and go up against their B team.
Yeah, definitely. And Taylor with a drive. Assisted by the rotation from Boldeep Upal, playing his first game in what probably will be close to 12 months.
Interestingly, the way the bracket has played out, both the Nightmares and Daydreams and then ESUA and ESUB could see each other facing each other in the semi-finals.
Yeah, correct.
Over the ball player to Tingate, great beat, and then Kolf cleaning up.
Yeah, that'll be
not going to be very successful if the Manticores are planning on doing that all day.
Yeah, long-time best friends, Boldeep and Yuki, trading off there. Boldeep coming off much the better, you'd say. Generating a goal and getting a stop for the Dreams in quick succession.
From what we've seen, Manticores actually are struggling a little bit to sort of convert this control into offensive goals. They've been a very fast break heavy team with players like Giacomo, Nathan Morton. Nicola cleaning up here. Great pass in, and then Ormshaw with an easy goal.
Yeah, do you think it's a synergy issue, Luke?
I think it might be. I think it possibly is Giacomo coming from usage and being used to a certain thing from his beaters, and then the rest of them coming from different teams in Melbourne expecting different things from their beaters. But now we've got a great beat on Giacomo there by Bull Deep. Too far away to be a legal head beat.
Boldeep probably not aware of the new rule anyway.
Also, it seems like he tried to hit Yuki and just missed.
Yeah. Oh, Boldeep with a block for Nicola, and here comes a press.
Oh, and then he misses Nicola.
Nicola's.
Oh, and then he beats Nicola. Oh, and then he beats Yuki.
Bell to Abuba. Cole forces the reset.
They really can just allow Kolf to take anyone else one-on-one. Kolf is commonly known as one of the best one-on-one defenders in the sport, even though he has not played for over a
Yeah.
year.
Go is the call. Good tackle by Abuba. That'll be a stop for the Manticores. Yeah, big tackle.
Andrew Kolf, commonly known as a very hard person to tackle as well. Giacomo really getting in there, using his contact.
Oh, rematch, here we go.
Maybe this will be the one to watch, the one-on-one
Yeah.
match. Andrew Kolf versus Giacomo.
You can definitely see what you're talking about with Kolf. He point defends in his entire half. There's no sticking close to hoops, generally speaking, except for in this sort of situation.
If you're planning on driving on him, you need an offload.
Yeah.
There's
Tingate, nice to Bell. Dropped and recovered by Samantha Chittenden.
Ball deep playing his classic style of balls throwing.
He's making up for lost time, Bolty, isn't he?
Hey, the more time the ball's in your hand, the more time it's not doing anything. Do not play like that. That is a bad way to think about the game.
Disclaimer from Derek, that is satire.
What? Oh, offload to Kolf. Oh, miss by Nicola due to Tingate's neck. Oh, offload. Oh, and then the miss by Sam.
Matt Tingate recovers.
Very unlucky to not score there. Giacomo's going to be able to get back in front of this guy, and then the missed shot. Sorry, it's very hard. I'm not the best at camera work, so you're just going to have to deal with it. Our commentary is going to cover the gaps.
Yeah, that's very true with what you mentioned about the Manticores earlier on, where they get the ball, the fast break isn't on, but I don't think they really know any other way this tournament in terms of set O.
Yeah, they do seem to have some of the very similar problems to the Victorian state team, where they sort of struggle to convert even on one bludger defences.
Yeah, very alley heavy team generally.
Yes, very alley heavy, and a lot of New South Wales teams are just very used to that. Very used to that style of play. And we've sort of really gotten used to having that beater out the back to shut it down.
Yeah, definitely. We now have Sean Armson on beating for the Manticores, with what looks like Nicola Gertler remaining on. Michelle Mannering joins Andrew Kewen for the Manticores defence.
Max Brenner, Australian team player, picking up the green headband for the first time this weekend, actually playing his position for once. But Manticores get all the balls on the floor, pass off to one of the Daydreams new player, Declan, I think it is. Max with a large pass to Helen. Oh, blocked by... Oh,
honesty policy in play.
Honesty policy, I could have
And here come the Manticores, Armson and Abuba.
Oh, come on, Max.
Abuba to Brenner. And the goal is called good there from Abuba. It's trademark celebration.
Good camera work by Luke Derrick, actually catching the goal for once. Hey, give props where they're due.
Yeah, and if not, do it for yourself. And Manticores getting what they came for there, regaining control as well. So some good momentum shift for the Manticores. We have a foul call in favour of the Manticores here.
We need to update the score. That is not real.
Yeah.
Is it 2-2?
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, we need to update the score on the video. Oh.
Is this little cursor thing that's me, right?
Yeah. Yes, Jacob, that is how our computers work. I know you're the old one here out of us, so I'll teach you how to use technology, Boomer, okay?
Yeah, I hope this game's over quick. My Tamagotchi needs feeding.
Out of me and Jacob canonically the older person.
Canonically.
It's the moustache that really ages him up.
Yeah.
And all the injuries,
all 7 hairs, yeah.
When Jacob asked for a commentary partner, I volunteered and I said this was going to be a nightmare, so you're all welcome. Sadly, Nightmare's not playing this game, otherwise we'd be a bit biased. Cord being added to the laptop. Oh, it's the charger! So this is a thing that actually adds electricity. This runs on electricity, Jacob. I'm not sure if you realised.
I see.
Yes. So we're sort of just filling the time where the refs are deciding on stuff. I'm not sure what the call could be here. The answer is nothing.
Yeah, no call on the play there.
Tingate being a good speaking captain, speaking. Richard being a very polite ref, listening, and then shaking his head and not doing anything about it, as good refs do.
Daydreams in no hurry here. Brennan with the quad ball.
If this is a snitch range game, I think Daydreams are very happy with that.
Yeah, I think both teams, I don't really know who the Daydreams have in terms of seekers.
Attila just cleanly stripping Nicola of the bludger there.
I think Manticores back themselves for seeker matchups, but with control is a different thing. And a great cut! Declan to Brenner, and Brenner scores 3-2.
Declan is a new player. Great cut. Attila getting hit there. No bludgers for the Daydreams on defense. Giacomo with the runoff. Anyone going to step up here? Sam stepping up. Declan stepping up. And then the pass off to Tingate is just off the mark. Attila missing a beat there as well. Tingate going for the run.
Cleaned up by Brenner. Yeah, I think in terms of snitch on pitch, it could go either way for me. I think Manticores definitely have the experience and the seeking lineup.
And they have the depth in the beat. But I think Ball Deep can easily clear the beaters and the snitch for 10 seconds. And all you need sometimes is 10 seconds.
Yeah, correct.
As I always say, common Luke saying, if you're in snitch range, you deserve to lose. Because that's your own doing.
Yeah.
Oh, Max with a great dodge! That was not on camera.
Another dodge from Brenner. He's alone.
That one was on camera.
Happy to play it slow. Manticores recover control.
Scott laughing at me for the commentary on the camera work. Missed by Adrian up the back there. Max just being allowed right down the middle, while Max taking on Sam with a patented 2 hands up in the air. Feels like she got hit in the face, but no goal there. Nathan about to take a run. Max not paying attention. Max is going to want the one-on-one here, but is not going to get it as he gets beat. And Nathan with a massive dunk. Nathan taking a page out of Giacomo's book, jumping in the air. Where's the 360, Nate?
It's an emphatic finish for sure.
And Giacomo needs to give him some tips. It's all in the rotation as you spin around.
If the hoop's still standing, have you really scored a goal?
How will they know? How would they know?
We've been talking about this at ESU training. We generally try to, when we train shooting, you generally want to hit it through the hoop clean.
Yes, shooting through the hoop is the goal.
Yeah, without hitting any of the rim, right?
Yep.
But in actuality, a lot of those get called no good.
Yeah.
So
you got to cheer after you score.
Yeah.
That's the big one. If you make a big deal out of it, it's more likely to get called.
I do try. But is hitting the rim and going in a better way to do it?
Maybe. It's definitely riskier. So we're just updating the score again, 3 goals each. Definitely riskier, but
my favourite is Brendan McMorrow. He does a very clean but slow yep after he scores every goal. Very confident.
Yep.
He goes, you just hear it. Yep. If you're a referee, someone's already confirmed the goal for you. Easy money. Put the hands up.
You should just start saying it every time. No one knows. Manticores with the control here. Oh, classic sandwich play. Oh, and ball deep with the miss on Yuki. Not really taking advantage of the work Nat's done.
And Yuki hangs around wanting Boldy to hit him again.
Oh, Declan. Oh, with a actually banger shot.
Oh, recovered by Morden. Here comes Morden. Morden beat out by an unsuspecting ball deep. Recovered by Mannering. And that'll be a call for turnover to the Daydreams.
He was halfway down the pitch, son.
Yeah, the Clash of Clans enthusiasts behind us are clearly not watching the game properly.
It's like I made a ref call yesterday. It didn't go in, and someone was like, "Why wasn't that a goal?" I was like, "It didn't go through the hoop." It's very simple. If you watch the game explains itself.
The only thing missing from an otherwise perfect play.
What, a score?
Yeah. Goes Declan to Brenner.
Nathan stepping up here on Max is actually a really good matchup for Manticores, I think.
Yeah, I think they have to go that way.
Miss
from Yuki. Easily recovered by Boldy.
Oh, Sam
Max
alone here, passing back to Caitlin. Someone taking out a hoop and straight through the
Great
middle.
finish from Caitlin Taylor.
Caitlin, we can't hold back our enthusiasm.
That is trademark cleanliness from the North Sydney Nightmares endorsed Daydreams with a vintage
Are we going
Cascade
endorsed
play.
here instead of B team? Is that?
No, because I don't think it's fair to say that because a lot of the clean
the D
Nightmares
team, right? Because
plays.
they're the Daydreams.
Yeah. A lot of the clean Nightmares plays are started by Max and Sam, so.
Max and Sam, commonly known as B team players. Never seen either of them on a Team Australia ever.
High pressure here from the Daydreams. Declan defending confidently for a new point player.
Another good pickup from today. Natalie Astelosh.
Oh, huge! Yeah.
4-time Australian team player.
Yeah.
World Cup winner.
Team of the Decade nominee.
No, winner.
Correct. I didn't see a trophy. Maddie Bell to Edmonton. Now this is a true Manticores lineup here. All Victorian representation. Maddie Bell beat out. Off to Morden. Morden with the long to just over Jack Emerton's head. We know that if that's in Jack's breadbasket, it's going straight in the goal. A true
classic old school basketball player.
Yeah.
You see those baskets.
Very, very dangerous alley-ooper. Jack Emerton. Saw a few feathers added to his cap at Nations Cup. He played
very well in Nations Cup.
Yeah, a lot more ball carrying from him as well. Really grown in confidence the last couple of years, yeah.
Definitely one of those players that I think a lot of people were sort of just getting used to as being sort of middle of the road, and recently this year and end of last year he's really stepped up.
Investing in the players.
Really gotten quite good.
It's a lesson that if you
just keep
give
working.
confidence to certain people and invest in them, regardless of age, you can
Andrew
really
Cole's
get a lot out of it.
On the pitch, receiving down the back there.
Cole.
Beat out there, leaving Max alone. And
great block by Nathan Morden.
Great tap by Max.
Misbeat by
and
Sean
Nathan
Armstrong.
cleaning up anyway. That was a great defense by the Manticores. That's what we're expecting from this team. And it's just been so inconsistent this weekend. Some defenses from them are very clutch, very good contact.
As I said, working much better there with a all Victorian lineup They've played together for many years.
I also think Nathan Morton in the green headband for them this weekend is very good.
Yeah, for sure.
Better than him in the black headband. I think they have other beaters who are playing very well. Great beat by Ball Deep. But good tackle by Sam. Might get called high here.
The advantage
hand's
signal going the way of the Daydreams. My experience of Richard, the head ref here, is that if he had a good view of it and he's called no good, that will generally be with how he sticks. But I'm interested to see if Liz May AR from the Valkyries can change his mind. It looked hot.
Does not seem like it.
It looked in the zone, but yeah, I think
a lot of people really struggle when it goes from top of the shoulder to the neck.
Yeah,
that's a really hard point to really figure out.
Because shoulders is fine.
Shoulder is
but
always
it looks
fine.
when the crowd go ooh.
Whoa. When the crowd get riley, it's hard to
it's intimidating.
pull it down.
Here we go now. Attila back on for the Daydreams with Georgia.
They've got a big quaffle lineup on here. Max, Andrew, Kolf, Sam, Caitlin, 4 Australian team players or ex-Australian team players. All very confident with the ball, able to handle, score and shoot. I think each one of them have at least one goal today so far.
Yeah, correct. I don't believe Max Brenner has subbed off yet.
Caitlin dealing with the...
Great tackle from Jack,
good.
takes him to ground.
Jack taking Andrew Kolf, beat, and then Caitlin beat.
Very safe way to tackle from Jack Emerson, not just in terms of
Daydreams
safety.
have no bludgers. Manticores about to go on a run here. Mesh passing to Giacomo. Giacomo versus Max.
Jack with the fake shot. Max with the lunge. Giacomo able to evade.
Andrew Kolf next.
And that is
Sam with a great block.
an incredible phaser play there from both teams. Giacomo able to get the better of Brenner. The nice pass off to Michelle Mannering and then expertly blocked by Sam Chittenden, and we see Jack Emerson.
Unfortunately, Jack Emerson is just down to the right of the camera just for his personal respect. I'm just going to keep the camera off and pointed at where the ball is. Overall, this game's actually been very, very fun. Daydreams are up by 1 goal. We've been very bad keeping the score updated on the camera, but you know what? That's fine. Me and Jacob have other good qualities.
Not knowing is part of the fun. What's that show?
What is the score?
The motto of your community college. I was just saying before, Jack in defense showing a real maturity in his tackle. You see a lot in those sort of positions, defenders throwing themselves
Very
at players, and as a result, the player is then able to spin out and resume. No, locked it down,
Pulled
brought
it
to
down,
ground.
possibly could have gone out.
Possibly,
But
yeah.
didn't feel necessary and just went down. Sean was right there as a beater.
Yeah,
Very, very
correct.
good.
Yeah.
Jacob, as the king of references to popular TV shows and movies and music, could you compare this game to a TV show or movie? I think if anyone's going to do it, would be you.
Yeah, given the hairstyles out there, I'm gonna have to go with Breaking Bad. It's giving a real New Mexico vibe.
All right, so who's who?
I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
Well, so you gotta. I guess no. We haven't seen the movie. We haven't seen the end of the game.
Is Stranger Things set in the 80s?
Yes.
Oh, Jack Emerson giving real Stranger Thing vibes with the big long
Oh,
mullet.
he's giving. Oh, what's the guy with the baseball? Steve.
From
no,
Stranger
not
Things?
Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the guy with the mullet in the 3rd season. The guy who turns evil.
He was on the interview circuit.
Yes, the
with
brother.
11.
Yes, Simon, thanks for the callback.
Yeah.
Turns evil with Vecna.
In other areas,
Massive mullet.
Max Brenner, I have heard on several counts compared to the Barbie that gets played with too much. I think with the crazy
Also,
hair. I think the one that gets destroyed with or electrocuted or something.
oh yes, crazy.
Yeah.
So are we going for a Toy Story vibe here?
I think yeah.
Some Max being one of those
The
kids who's
cultural
played with by
successor.
like
I think
the
Sid.
He's
Sid
got all those
is
like
what you're
messed
looking
up
for, yeah.
toys. Max's hairdo really resembling
Yeah.
the Barbie from there.
Yeah, definitely.
There was one team years ago, 2016, the Rackspurts, who at Quaffle came. They all challenged each other to have awful hairstyles. One of them came with the Friar Tuck, where they shaved the middle of the head and left the hair. Someone just put a razor straight down the middle of their head. It was
That's physically hurts me to think
utterly
about.
hilarious.
And they won 2016. Didn't they?
Yeah, they won that tournament.
That's criminal.
And the only other tournament Australian team before that Australian teams have done wacky haircuts was World Cup 2016, which we also won.
Hasn't
crazy haircuts.
Hasn't helped Team Australia since.
Hasn't helped Team Australia since.
I think Frizzin
but
with his blonde hair got 7 cards last year's tournament.
Hey, maybe we all need to go bleach blonde for the tournament. Really pull off that like Australian surfer vibes, and then like really represent the team.
Have you seen that TikTok/reel where it's made by a girl from England and she says what I thought Australian boys would look like, and it's all like traditionally sexy guys. That's what they actually look like. It's just the filthiest mullets you've ever seen.
Guys and like the like wife beaters,
Yeah.
and the VB cans, and the
inflatable
disgusting
pool.
mullets.
Yeah. We're back.
Oh, that's what we need. VB as a sponsor for Team Australia. No. It's the right colour can. It's green.
Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
Are we really? Or Tui's new. Yeah, it's got to be like one of those classic Australian beers.
VB you couldn't really justify with the representations of Melbourne. No shade at the moment.
That's very true.
Here we go. Daydreams on the offense.
Still got their strong Koffel lineup out.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see much change in that in terms of whole line
unlucky
changes.
for Attila there, / bad play. Sam sort of on an island up here, stepping Giacomo. Oh,
Great intercept
by
from Matthew
Tingate.
Tingate.
Can he save it? He saves it before going out. Max is there. Max is about to take on Giacomo. The camera is not in focus. Now it is. Luckily in time for the intercept, and then the Kolf run up the field on no one. Okay.
They've only got 2 is the call from the sideline.
Only possible to have 2. For those who actually understand the game in some way, shape, or form. For those who don't know, bludgeon control, there's only 2 beaters per team. Technically, you can only be holding 2. And that sort of is what we talk about as bludgeon control. Daydream's trying to get it back now. Yuki with a beat on Attila. Cole passing over to Ormshaw, but Tingate with another intercept. And another no bludgers, but Manticores are really struggling to convert on this physical Daydreams defense. Cole stepping up to Tingate here. Yuki beat on Attila. Passing off to Matty Bellham. Max having to start. Matty throwing over to Mish, and then big pile up with sort of everyone on the floor. I'm not sure what the call's going to be here. Might be diving or tripping or something.
I think play just stopped there for a potential injury on Michelle. No call on the play, and this looks like it will be retained by the Daydreams. Attila coming in to clean up.
Smart play by Daydreams there eventually.
Yeah, Max in a hurry here. Stopped by Tingate. Attila working hard to break this Manticores control, which they've had for quite a few minutes in a row now. Gertler subbing on for Adrian Marshall. Daydreams taking it, so I feel like this is the offense they want to get the bludgers back in their hands.
But Yuki playing really well.
Yeah, he wants it this weekend. I know from a personal source called Yuki Leaks.
Good old Yuki Leaks. Kolf, great ball.
Fantastic finish there. No nonsense offense play. Here comes Yuki. Misses the beat and beat out. Giacomo taking advantage. Tingate blocked by Ormshaw and recovered by Kolf. Daydreams with the stop and control and the goal. Fantastic for them. They got what they came for.
That's what happens. And again, Manticores just struggling to break down the physicality that is on display on the Daydreams defense.
Yeah.
They're sort of starting to get scared to drive in, but unfortunately on a physical defense, you need to be driving in and then passing off.
Yeah.
They're just not doing anything.
They're passing very early, I think intimidated by the Kolf point defender. Ormshaw
just
in a hurry,
right through
and Ormshaw with the solo goal.
That's what's been happening this weekend as well. People are just forgetting how good these Daydreams players were, and just forgetting that they can just do that. But Ormshaw, again, incredible player, has made multiple semi-finals, multiple finals of Quaffles. Very, very good, strong player.
How good
Giacomo trying to do the same thing.
Yeah,
Doing it.
Simple goal there for the Manticores. How good these Daydreams players were is a wild sentence.
What do you mean?
Well, because they're still good. It's hard.
Yes, but I think people... Obviously, these players are not where they were. Other than, say, Max and Sam.
You're referring to players they're just back.
Yes,
Yeah,
right?
I see.
Andrew Kolf, 4-time Australian team player. I would say he's not as good as he was. But he is still...
Correct, yeah, I see what you
top.
mean. I see what you mean.
I would say 20 Quaffle players in Australia, right? sometimes physicality and skill doesn't really disappear.
Brenner dribbling the ball up the field. He's having fun this weekend, Max, isn't he? The vibes are immaculate.
He's enjoying himself. Immaculate.
Immaculate.
I thought you'd like that one.
Luke, you can do better than that.
We just need to take it to the max with these puns.
Max.
Manticores in their traditional zone defense. Tingate,
Over
pressure on
Tingate.
Helen.
Interesting.
Helen with the long hoof to Ormshaw, intercepted by Giacomo, recovered by Mannering. We can see now a little bit of fragility with this Daydreams offense lineup in the last couple of plays.
And Nathan Morton coming back on Quaffle play should hopefully improve their physicality. Nathan not afraid to take people on.
You can just see what you're talking about with this Manticores lineup. Look at the chasing setup. Like, they don't really know where they're supposed to be, I feel.
There was a moment yesterday where a UCID chaser was standing on the same hoop as a Manticores chaser, and the Manticores chaser had to be like, no, you're on the other hoop.
Yeah, I think possibly a couple of new, like Jamie Chirong just subbing on for the Manticores, new player this year. It's a good experience for him. They're definitely wanting to run this clock down for Snitch on Beach. Nathan Morton, smooth operator, he knows. He's going to run this clock down until the Seeker is on the field.
They also really just want to go straight down the middle. Like,
Yeah.
Nathan wants that middle drive, or we're just going to pass around the side and not really.
And that'll be an unforced error for the Manticores, turning the Quaffle over. And Nathan, who really seemed like he was trying to run that clock down, won't be happy, as the Daydreams will now have their bludger right in front of the Seeker.
Daydream's up here. Scott, is the camera on Snitch or Quaffle?
Whatever.
Great.
Short grab.
Quick scroll there.
Max to Ormshaw, and Ormshaw with the finish.
But Manticores have the catch.
Did not even see that one.
Andre, great seeker. Very, very underrated. Very, very good seeker.
Oh, yeah. Smooth operator for many years. Very physical.
Yes, very, very physical.
I believe he is indicating to his bench that the catch will be no good.
I also wonder, currently we believe the score is 60-40, but I'm not sure if that includes that most recent goal by Max.
No, the score should be 70-40.
And if that's the case and the catch is good, then it is 70-70. No catch seems like a pull on the Snitch shorts by Andre, means there is no catch. Andre is back to hoops. Goal counts 70-40 Daydreams. Daydreams are in with another chance here.
It did look like the shorts were significantly pulled around.
But all the bludgers are with the Manticores.
Yeah, Manticores on their offense as well, but not if Boldeep has anything to say about it. I expect him to throw at Yuki here. Yuki, Boldeep both beat out. Declan takes advantage of the split attention and ends up with the snitch trade in his hand.
And Giacomo missing the dunk on the other side, so no matter what, the score will be 70-40 unless the catch is good, and then the game will be over.
I think the game will be over regardless if this catch is good, and the early indications are that this catch
It seems like
is
the
clean.
catch will be good.
Andre Kewen, filthy with himself at splitting the attention of flag runner Zoe Chong.
It's actually happened a lot this weekend. The one seeker going very hard and the snitch getting too focused, and another seeker just coming in and taking advantage.
Brendan McMorrow for the ASU Daywalkers this morning doing just that thing. I think it's, you can't say this for Andre Kewen, but generally there's been some fresh seekers.
Yes.
James Hewish new for the ESU Nightbringers with 4 catches this weekend. Declan for the Daydreams in a similar position. These athletic players coming in, very talented, but probably not with the
catch no good.
experience required.
So 70-40, Quaffle is currently down by the Manticores.
I'm very interested to know why that was called no good.
Did you see any sort of signal or anything?
No, I didn't. I hope that it is not flag runner ego that is called that catch no
I
good.
don't think that's a very Zoe thing to do. But Daydreams with bludger control around the snitch, and Declan's caught him once. Quaffle is just down, piled.
Yeah, Declan with those long levers. Very difficult for the flag runner to
Daydreams
hold
looking
him
for
off.
a real good chance here. Daydreams win this, they go straight through to face Nightmares. Yeah, Nightmares in the semi. Or the preliminary final, whatever.
And Manticores will be knocked out.
The Manticores will be knocked out. This will be the lowest placement they've ever had at a Quaffle.
Sad.
Yeah. Sam doing it. Oh, ball dropping in there.
And that had no right to be a goal for the Daydreams. Long loopy pass and
Yuki trying to manipulate immunity
the
there.
soft finish. Looks like Daydreams setting up a solid bubble here now as well.
Richard possibly making a call here on some of this contact. Manticores players being very unhappy with a few things, but it looked a bit sloppy overall.
Yeah, I had my eyes on the Daydreams beater bubble.
Daydreams are currently out of range, so Manticores really need a goal here. Manticores just not stepping up to their potential this weekend. It really seems like their defense is fine, but their offense just isn't converting.
Yeah, potentially a symptom of an uncompetitive, whatever they call their NQL.
VQL?
Yeah, an uncompetitive club season, because I know they had very low numbers, barely 3 teams, all mixing in with each other.
All mixing in with each other every time.
Which, when you have that lower sample size, you just can't get that intensity with your games.
Agreed.
And I think it does make a difference. I think personally, if you asked each person, they would insist that it doesn't. But unfortunately, I think for most people, it's very hard to keep sharp as a team.
I mean, when you look at state, when New South Wales A and New South Wales B played each other in the finals, and our state league is the most thriving.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an argument anymore.
Correct. Yeah.
You know?
If you can get good quality games against good opposition, seen in the game just before this with the Nightbringers.
Beating Valkyries.
Confidently beating the Valkyries, who have been around the ESU A team all year. They get the benefit of that sort of, synergy and competitiveness.
Yeah, they've been together for 5-6 years now, that Valkyries team.
But anyway, the game continues.
2 called off catches.
I think no call on the play there again.
No call on the play here.
Could be wrong. I think Richard's trying to keep his ARs in line. I feel like he if he sees what goes on, he knows what he's calling, and he doesn't want to be dissuaded from his
There must be a call here if
ARs.
he's turning the quaffle over.
Yeah, or maybe he loves Quidditch and he wants to see a bit of offensive action.
Man, the Manticores aren't helping him out with that.
Oh, Luke.
I told you it would be dangerous us being on the camera together.
Yeah, or behind the camera. I have a face for radio.
We were just on the camera, so.
Yeah. Yeah, some sort of foul. Not enough for there to be a sanction, but yeah, nevertheless, the
Maybe just a
quaffle
back
is
to
turned
hoops on
over.
someone?
Maybe just a stern, don't do it again.
The classic American style. Let it play. Don't do it again. Max, but Max should not be stopped.
Yeah, Morton well in the way.
Dunk on the middle hoop. Yep, there we go. Oh, Baldy with a great
Huge dodge from Baldy.
Oh, but the miss on Andre.
Who consequently misses and gives Andre good time with
Andre
the
has
flag
so
runner.
much time here. Oh, beat
That'll
before,
be beat before.
Oh.
This flag runner will not last very long with these long levers.
But hey, Manticores have just got control now.
Here comes Kolf in the seeking lineup.
Oh, that's dangerous. Kolf is a very good seeker.
Possibly not the matchup for Zoe, who is very strong but not very long.
What are you talking about? Zoe's the longest person I've seen.
Yeah. Tingate beat out by Baldy.
Natling a tackle on. Oh.
Morden continuing on offense. Morden to Abuba. And Abuba finishes. And all of a sudden, we're at 80-60.
And that is range now. Daydream's trying to pull it out again.
Here comes Max.
Sam.
Max to Sam.
Oh, Sam!
Tingate with a snitch tag in his hands.
Classic Tingate move. Sneaking up, zooming in. Classic Tingate move. Manticores may have come back and won this game.
And if this is clean, this will be a snatch and grab from the Melbourne Manticores. 40 points down 40 seconds ago. All of a sudden.
Very reminiscent of that Dragons NQL final. Where there was a quick goal into a quick catch, and all of a sudden that's 40 points. The game's over.
Baldy possibly on the other end of it this time after featuring heavily in that very
I mean,
same game.
it's really dangerous. 30 points is only 30 points. You know?
As a wise man once said, if you're in range, you deserve to lose.
Which wise man was this?
Don't remember his name.
Might not have been quoted already today.
And the catch is good! The Melbourne Manticores steal it from under the North Sydney endorsed Daydreams.
all endorsed by
And
all of North Sydney
And
endorsing
the
them.
fans, some of them hate him, and the fans don't know what they're witnessing here. Daydreams with the one hand on the preliminary final see themselves knocked out of the competition. Luke, what do you think?
You could say 2 hands on the ball, holding it very comfortably over at their hoop, and Manticores just somehow take the ball, score it, and catch.
Luke, for me, I want to know what was wrong with that Daydreams catch.
It looked clean, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, I will be racing down there to have a chat to the flag run to see what the go was. Possibly a foul that we missed, but nevertheless, Melbourne Manticores progressed through to the preliminary final
To play
of sorts.
the Nightmares, another rematch.
Correct, which will be an elimination.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us, Luke. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. Enjoy.
Thank you, everybody.